I strongly urge my colleagues to vote against the so-called Strategic Production Response Act, which would significantly weaken our critical energy security. This bill before us would result in more oil supply shortages, higher gas prices for hard-working middle-class families, jeopardize our energy security, just so those on the other side of the aisle can do the bidding of their friends at, quote, Big Oil. Big Oil has already received billions of dollars in taxpayer-funded subsidies. They enjoy record-shattering profits, and it is all at the expense of hardworking families. You know, today families live paycheck to paycheck. That is the reality, but there's no thought for what this will do to the prices at the pump for families. Big Oil has more than 26 million acres under lease. Over 50% are non-producing. And it's not because they're not allowed to drill. More than 9,500 permits to extract oil were approved in 2021 alone. While the administration has paused wasteful lease sales, the permitting process for already leased lands continues. The greed of Big Oil just never ends, and it inflicts pain. It inflicts financial instability on working families. It is a daily assault. You know, there's an old saying, know where you stand and stand there. Well, it's clear where some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle stand, and that is protecting Big Oil, which has a monopoly, and they can do what they want in terms of raising prices or lowering prices, and they never lower prices. I will continue to stand with the American people. I urge my colleagues to vote against H.R. 21, and I yield back.
Happy January 27th to all of you. Friends, they are taking action right now. New pieces of legislation are being passed to help millions of Americans that are experiencing financial difficulties that were caused by the crisis. Lawmakers are considering relief checks that would help Americans pay some of their bills. You may qualify for one of these checks, so make sure, friends, that you watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being here every day and for being part of this community, I will be announcing 2 winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaways. If you'd like to enter, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the weekly giveaways. New York State utility regulators are considering an unprecedented bailout for hundreds of thousands of households and many small businesses that are threatened with losing electric and gas service if they don't pay their overdue bills that have piled up during the crisis. The plan would pay off $672 million in debts that residents at small businesses accumulated prior to May 2022 during the worst of the crisis. Most of that cost would be shifted to all ratepayers in the form of slightly higher bills. Among customers of National Grid, some 70,000 households owe an average of $2,300 from before the May 2022 cutoff. The new proposal would help customers regardless of income, with no means test or application process. It comes on the heels of a similar program last year that paid off about $500 million owed by customers who were enrolled in low-income programs. The proposed debt relief is unprecedented, state officials said. It is designed to prevent a tsunami of utility shutoffs that could threaten health and safety. Consumer groups laud the initiative, but say utility shareholders should pick up more of the cost. The 7-member Public Service Commission will rule on the proposal, which was drawn up by commission staff in collaboration with utilities, consumer advocates, and other state agencies. The commission could vote as soon as its next monthly meeting. As of September last year, 1.2 million residential customers and 128,000 small businesses were more than 60 days overdue on their utility bills. They owed $1.95 billion. That is more than double the normal unpaid debt level in pre-crisis years. Of that amount, more than $1.1 billion in unpaid bills dates back to before May 2022. Staff advisors wrote that the plan would greatly help many low-income households with heating costs rising as much as 39% this winter. The financial burden for utility customers is mounting. This program would provide crucial bill relief to struggling customers, and if approved by the Commission, it could be implemented during the peak of the winter heating season. Ratcheting up criticism, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin moved to delay new tax credits for electric vehicles. It is a key feature of President Biden's landmark climate law. Senator Manchin said guidelines issued by the Treasury Department allow manufacturers in Europe and other countries to bypass requirements that significant portions of electric vehicle batteries be produced in North America. Senator Manchin said electric vehicle tax credits were supposed to grow domestic manufacturing and reduce reliance on foreign supply chains for the critical minerals that are needed to produce EV batteries. Manchin's bid to delay the tax credit surfaced as Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm and White House Climate Advisor Ali Zaidi visited the Washington, D.C. Auto Show to highlight the administration's effort to boost electric vehicles and related infrastructure. Electric vehicle sales have tripled since Biden took office 2 years ago. Energy Secretary Granholm said there are now more than 2 million electric vehicles and 100,000 chargers on U.S. roadways, with more than $100 billion invested or pledged for electric vehicles and their supply chains. While batteries and components have long been manufactured in China, the Biden administration says they're going to bring that manufacturing home. According to the White House, the demand is going to go very high, and they expect that by the year 2030, half of all vehicles sold in the United States will be electric. Ultimately, the measure by the West Virginia lawmaker is unlikely to gain traction in the Senate, where Democrats hold a slim majority and have shown no inclination to reopen a bill that they had just passed on a party line vote. During the midterm election campaign, Republicans criticized Biden and other Democrats for supporting electric vehicles, citing their relative high costs and batteries made in China. Tax credits of up to $7,500 per vehicle are intended to spur sales and domestic production of vehicles and batteries while reducing planet-warming greenhouse gas emissions. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my beautiful and amazing dear friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My friends, thank you so much for being part of this community and for being here every day. To show my appreciation, I'm doing weekly giveaways for a Walmart gift card. Please enter today's giveaway simply by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed morning.